Welcome along to the first edition of the Next Gear News on Video. Because a lot of you will watch only videos on YouTube and watch the bits here and you don't come to the website to read the news, we're going to say the news as well. It's a total experiment. No one else that I know of is actually doing this, but it could be a bit of crack as well. So we'll see how it gets on. First bit of news comes via Fiat. Fiat have released the Ibiza Cupra concept shown in Beijing. Beijing, of course, the motor show is on at the moment. Very important motor show, obviously, this year because China is on the rise and everyone else is on the fall. So with China on the rise, it's very important that we get that all the car companies get their bits into the Beijing motor show. The Ibiza Cupra will come with a 1.4 litre TSI engine, putting out 180 brake horsepower from a 1.4. How does it even do that these days? 7-speed DSG box. I kind of like a manual in a Cupra, and I'm a Cupra fan. I do like Cupras. Leon Cooper R is one of my favourite all-time cars from last year. But 250 newton meter torque. These are the figures that read out very well. It is going to come with 3 doors, 17-inch wheels, exterior mirrors painted in black, and the concept car is in Beijing. Is painted chrono yellow. I don't know what a chrono is, but chrono yellow. I suppose it's chrono watch, maybe something to do with watch chronography. The Ibiza is coming to Irish Seat showrooms in the coming weeks. And as for the Cupra, it's now a concept car. So there's a get out clause. We might see the real thing later on this year, but still looks nice. I do like it. That is again a concept shot. We don't have real shots just yet. They're probably on the way. News from Skoda. Skoda has hit the streets with the Yeti Urban, and here it is. Yes, urban would suggest to me that it's going to be something to use in a city environment, but they've sent pictures of people with ski poles walking across some stones. Wondering probably what a Skoda Yeti's doing off out there in the middle of nowhere. The new, nevertheless, the 2 litre TDI 110 brake horsepower Skoda Yeti Urban is priced at $25,190 in Ireland. Check with your local dealer when it comes to the actual price. Over and above a normal Yeti, it's going to come with a panoramic sunroof, cruise control, 17-inch black silver alloys. I think it's black and silver, or black silver alloys, air conditioning, and Bluetooth hands-free phone connection. That's very good. Bluetooth's a must on a car. Of course, Skoda in Ireland are doing a 5.9% APR in finance. That's pretty important too. They say here €76 a week to own a Skoda Yeti Urban. Sounds good to me. Head of marketing of Skoda Ireland, Raymond Leddy, who's a nice chap, you know, I do know him. But anyway, he says the Yeti Urban provides an excellent alternative to the traditional SUV. Not only is it far more economical in terms of fuel consumption and road tax, it has now some great new features including funky alloy wheels and a panoramic sunroof as standard. That's a lot of standard equipment, folks, for $25,190. It is, honest to God, I'm not kind of messing around there with that. That's a good bit of stuff. You'll also see a new humorous TV commercial based on Pimp My Ride, featuring Exhibit or Zippet or whatever his name is. I'm sure it's, you know, down with the hood and all that sort of thing. But yeah, he's going to be in an ad on MTV, who no longer play music, featuring the new Yeti Urban. Moving on, Fiat have released the Viaggio. The Viaggio, or Viaggio, I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. I haven't heard anyone else say it yet, so I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. The Viaggio is again in the Beijing Motor Show, and here it is. And I'm thinking Fiat Chroma, but that's just me. It's going to be made in China, and it's based upon the Dodge Dart platform and some bits on the inside. An 8.4-inch touchscreen, which is bigger than most Chinese people. The Viaggio, or Voyage in Italian, Voyage, sounds like that, and Fei Yang, which is flying in Chinese, seemingly, will be made in China by the Chinese people, probably for the Chinese people as well, so I'm not entirely sure whether we'll get it over here or not. It is going to be powered 120 brake horsepower or 150 brake horsepower, 1.4 litre T-Jet. It's a petrol engine, in other words. 5-speed manual or a new DDCT dual clutch transmission, which is just automatic of some sort, I'm sure. Looks nice. I actually like the look of it, I have to say. I do. Fiat could do with another one of those kind of cars in that segment. Best of luck with Fiat on that one. Best of luck with Range Rover as well, being named World Women's Car of the Year 2012. Well done, women. You have voted a car of the year, and it's the Range Rover Evoque. Excellent. Not slagging anyone out at all, because the Range Rover Evoque actually won, according to Range Rover, more than 110 global awards. I don't know what 110 that was, but I wasn't any part of it. The award is judged on female-focused criteria. A panel of 17 worldwide women motoring writers judge Evoque to be the best model with regards to women's car purchasing priorities. I wonder what they are. Write in and tell me there what a woman's car priority is when buying a car. Is it not similar to a man and just kind of not so worried about the oily bits, but more worried about how the car looks and goes and makes you feel? Is it not basically the same thing for women, no? Anyway, the Range Rover Evoque is a fine car. I've no problem with that at all. But you can see the kind of people that they're aiming that towards when their headline is it's been named Women's World Car of the Year, that they are after that female audience. I don't blame them. There's a lot of female buyers out there. Same applies. I also heard news of the Range Rover Evoque Special Edition put together by that Beckham lady, Victoria Beckham, who was already involved in the design of the current Evoque, is now bringing out a special edition of the new Evoque. I'm sure there'll be drools on the floor for that one. Now, Lamborghini Urus. It sounds like a hideous infection of some kind, but no matter. It's a new SUV coming out from Lamborghini. Looks interesting, actually. It does look a little bit like a Porsche Cayenne, or if a Porsche Cayenne mated with a Lamborghini Reventon, you'd probably get that. Looks well though. I do like the look of it. Now what Lamborghini sent out the longest press release I have ever read. I didn't read it all. I only read some of it. But the bits I did read were very long. They did go into every single detail, but only provided one picture, which I kind of found funny. But the funny bit is the breathtaking dynamics thanks to 600 horsepower in an SUV. And then it goes on to say that it has the best in class CO2 figure among the competition. I wonder if they're counting the Exxon Valdez among the competition there. Maybe not. But whatever they're counting, the CO2, they don't really make much of a mention of CO2 from there on out. Just that it has low CO2. Low. It's comparable to other people. Don't actually tell you what the CO2 emission is, but to just say it's low. It's like other people. There are other people out there who have the same CO2 emissions as us. Bentley. Or somebody. Interesting nonetheless. Best of luck again, Lamborghini, with your new baby. It does look nice. I do enjoy the car. It does look well. Please send one over to Ireland via, C-Link or somebody. Get it over here. I'll have a test of it. We'll stick it on a video and see what happens. That's it for the news for the moment. I hope to make this a weekly feature. If you have news, you can see this little address going across the bottom of the screen here. It's bobflav@thenextgear.com. Any spam to that address, I will send out my spam ninjas to kill you in the night. So, bobflav@thenextgear.com. Send along your bits of news or something you'd like, interesting bits that you'd like to read out about the car world, be it worldwide, be it Ireland, England, wherever. It doesn't really matter where the news is coming from. I will be checking on the news sources, but I would like to hear from everyone out there about how they're getting on. If you have news, again, send it in to the little address at the bottom. Don't send it into YouTube. Don't stick it in a stupid comment at the bottom. Just send it via email, okay? You will not be spammed back. I will not reply to you, okay, unless I'm checking something. There's no spam. I don't hold on to your email addresses. I don't really care. Moving on, you will have the same again next week with any luck. Tune in again. If it works, I will continue going at it. If it doesn't work, I will stop doing it. We will see what happens when it comes around to next week's news.